What's up, guys? Damn, we're just starting, already 6 people in. This is awesome. Super excited for this one. We have a little bit something different, something we've been talking about doing for a long time within our Discord. Something that I'm happy that we're finally able to do. We're doing our first ever Friday Night Live Discord feature where we bring in 1 to 3 people from the Discord and just chat. It'll be just like a normal episode, but these people are right out of our Discord. And you know what? It's a pretty damn cool place. So if you're watching this and you want to be part of it, just find us on Instagram, send us a DM, and we'd be more than happy to shoot you the link. But that said, the 2 guests that we have today are Mark Porto, Pantheon Reptiles, and Paul Taylor, which is Snake Road Constrictors. So, you know what? Without any further hesitation, let's just get to it. It's Friday night, so you know what that means. Mark, Paul, what's going on, guys?
Not much.
So we're going to get this out of the way right up front. It is Paul's birthday today. I don't know why I did something like that.
Only in the beautiful way, Paul.
It is Paul's birthday today, and he's still here hanging out with us. So thanks a lot, Paul. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks for spending your 50th with us, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, almost. I'm just 5 short of that.
Okay, well, very cool. So as I mentioned in the oh, this is going to be really fun. Okay, so as I mentioned in the intro, yeah, this is first ever Discord feature. Happy that we got both you guys on. This kind of came a little last minute, but you know what? Everything's gonna go swimmingly. So I think how this is gonna go is I'm gonna run through some of my normal questions. I'll ask one of you, then the other, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna alternate who I ask first, just so you know one person's not always waiting to answer. But before any of that, why don't we let you guys introduce yourselves, starting with Mark. What do you want to say?
My name's Mark. As you can tell by my hat, I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm a failed Pokemon champion, a failed YouTube creator, future failed ball python breeder.
Probably not the way to introduce yourself. But okay.
I'm a little bit of a pessimist, but no, I breed ball pythons, crested geckos, and I'm a moderator of the Discord. Why didn't I lead with that?
That was probably the way to start out.
Yeah, I'm a moderator of the Discord, and I'm the one that's most likely to tell you why you're wrong if you say something stupid. So don't do that.
It's true, which is funny because I always thought that would be me, and even that got taken away from me in my own Discord.
Sorry, dude.
Anyway. And anyway, Mr. Paul, anything you'd like to say? I'm kind of scared to ask that.
Not really. Paul Taylor, Snake Road Constrictors. Internet ignorant, technology ignorant. But look, I got a new toy
Nice.
for my birthday.
That's
world.
Great.
Yeah, look out, world.
Look out, Pornhub.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my brother in the chat saying happy birthday too. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into this. This is a nice, easy one we can run through real quick. We'll start with Paul this time. What's the origin of your business name?
I live about 8 miles from the Snake Road that's in southern Illinois that gets shut down twice a year for the snake migration. So it kind of fit.
That's sick. I had no idea that was actually why you were. That's so cool. I like that.
Yep.
What about you, Mark?
When I first got into the hobby, I was naming all, like when I could still name all my animals because I didn't have as many as I do now. I was naming my females after Greek goddesses. So, I started off with like Artemis and Persephone and all that. And, I just had a real big penchant for like Greek mythology. Like I just love it. So I just became, the Greek pantheon reptiles.
Okay. So we're going to keep rolling with that answer. When you became, when did that happen? When did you become Pantheon Reptiles and like how?
So I'm sure it's the same as like most of you guys. It starts off with, I buy one crested gecko and then I'm like, oh man, this thing's pretty cool. I've always wanted a ball python. I'm going to buy a ball python. And the next thing I know, I have 50 ball pythons and like 10 crested geckos. And I'm just like, I'm just going to make them have sex now. And then, see what I could do with it. And like, it just kind of spiraled out of control. And it happened really quickly. It's like one ball python turned into like 20 in like 6 months.
I feel like when you did your
yeah,
I was actually gonna say this when I introduced you and I totally forgot. So for anybody that might not recognize Mark, if you do remember, we did a giveaway last Christmas. It was a pretty badass giveaway through cooperation with ALP Morphs. We had basically won a raffle for an amazing male. And instead of keeping it for ourselves, we decided to put it up in a giveaway for Christmas. And Mark ended up actually being our winner.
He did.
And he's breeding for you now, isn't he?
Yeah, he locked up 2 females. It was a banana, pastel, asphalt, posfire, which I think is fire now. We'll have to talk about that, but now he's getting sheds. But he locked up a female banana, and he locked up a YB 66% het pied.
Sick. That's awesome. Anyway, sorry. That's just for reference for people if they're trying to place where they might have seen Mark before. He definitely was one of the contestants and the winner of that contest. Now,
that's cool.
That all said, Paul, what about you? How and when did you get into the hobby?
I'm thinking it's been about 5 years now. We'd seen on the Facebook or something, they was actually shutting Snake Road down again. And me and the boy Googled, or not YouTubed, Snake Road to see what we may need. We didn't know if you had to wear snake boots or, what it took. And then it just led into YouTube videos on ball pythons, and it was all downhill from there.
It's actually funny how many people got started because of the videos that are on YouTube. The only reason I am in the hobby, well, in the ball python part of the hobby, was because of the super, super early snake bites videos. And I'm talking like before people knew Brian Barczyk as a name, he was like just a snake guy on YouTube doing crazy ass shit. And that's the whole reason I got into ball pythons. And also, I forgot about this. Pete is completely right. Shout out to Dynamite Pythons up here in Canada. So I'm going to try to keep these questions as interconnected as possible. So this goes back to Paul. About 5 years now. What's the reason you're doing it?
Well, originally we just had some cool pets, and the pet thing started getting a little out of control, and the wife goes, why don't you try to make some of these instead of buying all of them? And it just went from there, and now we really enjoy it. So,
and what about you, Mark?
On Sunday we're doing
So, and I talked about this actually in the giveaway video that I made. Like the main reason, like I keep as many reptiles as I do is really I love doing educational programs. I actually take them into schools, and the first question I ask when I go in there, hands up, who's afraid of snakes? And just about every hand goes up, right? And then I promise the kids afterwards you won't be. And when you ask again, who's still afraid of snakes, you only see like 1 or 2 hands go up. Man, that's just the best feeling. It's great, and
super important. It's super important because it's continuing the hobby in future generations, right?
Yeah.
And all you're doing is expanding it and helping it grow.
I can make $0 from this. As long as I get to keep doing that, that's awesome.
And I mean, if you have that one part that gets you by, I imagine it makes, because everybody knows, there's a lot of downsides to breeding also.
Yes.
But I imagine having that alternative avenue with your animals would probably help in some cases. You know what I mean? Like, because a lot of people's only interaction they have with their animals is as a breeding facility, if you want to say, right?
I get a lot of enjoyment out of my animals doing that.
So, and that's what I mean. I'm sure it's really nice also for yourself to just have that as an alternative outlet in terms of your animals and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Going back to Mark again. What made you realize you wanted to work with animals?
I love animals. When I was a kid, I would watch Steve Irwin like religiously. Like I would want to be like a zookeeper or, something like that. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't like people very much. Like people kind of like aggravate me and I don't like them. I know you're with me on this one. Like people can go away, man, but I love my animals. Like, they don't give me any trouble. They're just, I can count on them,
I mean, might give me lots of trouble, but it's nothing we haven't brought onto ourselves. That's for sure.
That's fine. I could take a few bites.
What about you, Paul?
I don't think I've ever not do what?
Sorry, I was gonna say I don't know if you have had any past experience with animals like before reptiles, but this encompasses anything. Like if you've ever bred anything before, anything
I've never not owned animals. I raised chickens, pigs, cows. I don't know how many ducks we had at one time. 100, 150. I don't know. So it's kind of in my blood, I guess.
It's basically just been your whole life then.
Yeah, we've always had animals.
That's awesome though. I feel like most people that get into breeding have some sort of experience breeding elsewhere in some way, or because I used to breed crested geckos very heavily back like 10, 12 years ago. And then I also bred hedgehogs long before I ever bred ball pythons. But I feel like everybody has a little bit of experience in one thing or another. And you know what? Actually, I don't know where the question went. I'm just not gonna post it up because it's gonna take too long. So this will lead into another question, but Paul, how many clutches did you get in 2021?
10.
10. That's
Yeah, it was
a fucking number though.
yeah, I mean, we bred like 25 and a lot of stuff just didn't go.
I heard that for a lot of people. The weather was just crazy absolutely everywhere too this year. So.
I think that was some of it.
And then what about you, Mark?
I got 3 clutches this
3
season.
clutches. And how many clutches had you had previous to that?
0. This is my first season.
So
well, I mean, if you're not counting the one that was all slugs,
nobody counts that. So
okay, yeah, let's not.
So
do that.
your first active season breeding was this year essentially.
Yeah, I got 3.
Awesome. Okay, so that leads into this. How many clutches are you expecting or hoping for next year? Now that you've had a taste.
I'm pairing for 7, so I'm hoping to get all 7 to go.
That's very optimistic.
Yeah, it is. I don't think they're all going to go. A couple of them are from breeder loans from a buddy of mine who's got a bunch of females and absolutely 0 males.
You want to give them a shout out?
Safari Exotics.
Nice.
Yeah, he's looking to get out of balls. He's got no males, and he's like, you got good males. He's like, you can breed these females, and we'll just do it that way. But his females might not go. Like I could feel the follicles, but they feel like they're getting smaller every week.
Mm-hmm.
So I think his females aren't going to go for me. But hopefully,
well, to be fair though, if they're just reobserving now, that means you might just have them go late next year. It doesn't mean
they still might go late. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Because if they're reabsorbing follicles now, you have a few months where they'll have nothing, and then they'll just start building again. So
just got to watch for the cool seeking behaviors.
You got it. And what about you, Paul? What are you hoping for next year, or I guess this upcoming year, if you have any like late clutches or whatever?
I think we are pairing 40 or 45 females. It's getting a little crazy.
Yeah, we got to the point where we realized we had to be very careful about stuff we were pairing, because we're somehow pairing 70 females, and we are not prepared for 70 clutches.
Oh,
so we're like, okay, we're gonna have to be a little bit more strategic about this. And based on how everything's building, it's all gonna go around the same time, which is
that'll be a mess.
March to May. So yeah, it would just be a fucking nightmare. So yeah, we're being very, very selective. Luckily, we have a few things that are going to go really early. I have a couple females that are actually due to lay this week.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be the first time we've had viable eggs over the new year. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, this is not about me. We already did those questions. Okay. While we talk about this, guys, drop some questions in the chat. We're not just going off my questions. Anything you guys want to know? I'm sure there's some troll questions that you guys want to ask. Feel free to ask.
Oh, there's plenty of troll questions coming.
I'm sure there are. Okay. So I don't know. Was this would
Paul's
be,
up first.
Paul, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So Paul, what are the main projects that you're working on or interested in?
Clown, Desert Ghost, and the mixture of those two. And I guess now Pied Desert Ghost, or not now, but soon.
So for anybody that's not aware, Paul actually just purchased a male Pied, probable leopard Pied Het Desert Ghost that could also possibly be Het Cryptic and possibly Het. Whoa. Oh, okay. TSK Xanthic, I think it is. But those last two things we have to prove out in the dad before anything. Yeah. So that will be leaving here first export of 2022. And hopefully by that time he's almost ready to go for you.
My girl should be ready.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do our best. He's been an eater since he hatched. So and what about you, Mark?
Well, my projects keep changing the more I learn about my animals. So I just learned my clown is 50% Het Pied. So I got to be working clown pied right now. So I'm working clown pied into that. I got some hypo DG stuff growing up. I'm real big into hypo. So I got a lot of hypo stuff going on behind me. So I got Hypo DG, Clown Pied are my two big like double recessive projects that I'm working on right now.
So, Hypo DG and Clown Pie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those are two pretty badass projects.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. You know, I gotta you cussed me out when you heard about my Hypo DG female, my Hypo Het DG female, but it's just like she kind of
ridiculous.
she kind of just fell into my lap. I picked up the pair like super cheap, and I was just like, all right, I guess I'm doing Hypo DG now.
And you know what? Some people just got insanely lucky before DG hit its reemergence spike.
It was like a week before the JKR video. I was just like, yep, I'm going to pick these up. And then JKR video comes out and just prices just went right up there.
Yeah, you know what? DG, it's a very fun gene to play with. We don't have a ton of it, but I mean, I'd like a lot more of it. I actually just sent out Desert Ghost 50% het puzzle mail to June, a Ballistic Python.
Yeah, I saw that.
Tuesday, he got, or sent it out Wednesday, he got it yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty stoked about that.
The DG, it just blows me away, just how vibrant the colors are.
And that's like, just a simple Desert Ghost mail, like, and it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I wish I would have waited so long to get into it. But it is what it is, I guess. Sorry. Oh, right. Chat questions. So David Coleman asks, what pairing are you looking forward to most looking forward to this season?
So I got two that I'm really, really looking forward to. One is my chocolate pastel lesser Hypo Het DG male to my Hypo Spider. Just about anything I make from that is killer, right? Like it's all Hypo, 50% Het DG, keep all the females.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one I'm really hoping for is the Banana Asphalt pastel to my Yellow Belly. One, because I want to make banana freeways, and two, I want to eliminate the pastel freeway meme. I want to hit that, and I want to kill that meme.
I really hope your animal doesn't have pastel in it at all, and it's only fire, and you can't make a pastel freeway. That'll make it so much.
I won't even be mad though, dude.
Are you sure it's even pastel?
I could pull it out. I'm pretty sure. But no, I got so much pastel.
Don't pull it out.
Okay, just for you, Paul. I got so much pastel in the collection, dude. Like if he's not pastel, I'll be fine. Like I hate the amount of pastel I got going on around here.
It happens, man. It happens really quick. Like, I'm not sure if you saw or not, but we actually listed a couple pretty heavy hitter females because we were just like, we gotta move some of this pastel out. Not that I don't like pastel, and I think pastel's great when used properly. But yeah, when it's like 60+% of your collection,
it's about that too.
Gotta pump the brakes a little bit.
Like I want to keep
that animal didn't even move. Like that's the craziest thing.
Like I got my Hypo Blackhead female that just came. Like I want to get my chocolate mail to that, but I want to get pastel out of there. Like I don't want pastel anywhere near there.
Now, to be fair, if you got that into pied, also the Blackhead pastel pied that
it's
Nicole made is insane.
That is insane. Nice. Everything Nicole makes is insane, though. It's like my favorite snake Nicole has is the next one she shows me.
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
What about you, Paul?
I'm gonna say two. I got two also. One's on a breeder loan. Jim at Fox Valley Reptiles up near Chicago has she's a Firefly, Spot Nose, GHI, Red Stripe, possible het clown female that he's going to put I think a KRG, Orange Dream, Leopard, Clown male to.
Damn.
No. So even if she doesn't prove, that's going to be some crazy heads.
That's amazing, especially if you get KRG in that mix. And then if she does prove, you're just laughing. Like
that's KRG is so underrated too.
No, but with that combo, even if you get the worst odds possible and she does prove, it's still ridiculous. Like it's
there's a shit ton of genes there. So
and none of them will work poorly with the others either, which is really nice.
I kind of wish Pastel wasn't in there, but it is what it is.
But you hear a lot of times about people that have these what they call like powerhouse pairings, and it's like, and I don't mean to shit on powerhouse pairings, but you'll see like it'll be like, oh, HRA on one side and Black Pastel on the other side, and it's like 5 genes and 6 genes. It's like, what are you gonna do if you hit a black snake? Or it's Rousseau and Mojave, or you know what I mean? Like maybe Rousseau and Mojave was a bad example because that doesn't make a pure white snake, but it's
Who doesn't like blue-eyed Lucy's?
I mean,
Love them, man.
I'm sure they're great, but when you're trying to find out if there's 10 other genes in them or not,
Yeah, blue-eyed Lucy pied would not be nice.
I've seen one before. The eyes are almost non-existent.
How can you even tell it's pied?
Tiny eyes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like it's so lesser pieds usually have tiny eyes, but sometimes can have normal eyes. If it's a bell pied, they're never not going to be just gone. It's really sad. I don't know. This is a good question. If money was no option, what gene or combo would you add to the collection today? So I'm assuming they just mean one animal because it says gene or combo.
You're up first, Paul, on this one.
I think he's thinking.
Yeah, I am a combo.
Paul knows how to do that?
Yeah. I'm thinking if I could have any snake right now, and it's not, I mean, it is crazy, but I'd like a asphalt acid desert ghost clown.
That'd be pretty nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I could name off some kind of crazy cool combo, but really, I don't know if I'd have the females to put it to. You know, I mean, I would, but
what about you, Mark?
I mean, like we could all be like, oh yeah, I just go out there and just grab like super blackhead, spot nose, whatever clown, and like $30,000 animal, But like realistically, if I was just like, okay, if I can just add one realistic thing to my collection right now, I really want to get some acid. Like that would be nice just to get some nice acid in my collection because that's like the one
kind of guy like
code I'm missing. Love it, dude. You know how we do it up in Buffalo?
No, acid is a really fun gene. We have confusion, and I cannot wait. He's almost ready to breed, and I cannot wait to see some of this shit that does.
Yeah.
But if I had to answer, I'd agree. Like that means all three of us mentioned acid in our answer. But like, I'd be like an acid stranger clown pied.
Yeah.
Like,
does that even exist?
That would work for literally every animal that I have in my collection.
Yeah, but does that animal even exist?
No, absolutely.
You need to get on it.
Yet.
Yeah, get on
not
it.
Yet.
Stranger
I don't have
clown,
acid. I only have confusion.
Well, acid and confusion are the same thing.
But you can't interchange the names, and I like acid better. Acid's a cooler name.
Yeah, just change the name. I do it all the time with Butter and Lesser. I hate the name Lesser or Butter, so I just call them all Lesser.
I mean, it all sucks, so it's not.
Yeah, that's true.
We got to kick somebody out of the chat.
Dude, he loves to just rile me up. I swear, this guy.
Okay, next question. And this is going to be a hard one for Mark because he literally just said that his plans have been changing almost daily. What are your goals in the next 3 to 5 years? What animals do you hope to produce? Like, where do you hope to be?
So hopefully in 3 to 5 years, I have all these females that I've been growing up are, sitting on eggs for me. That would be nice. My hypo DG stuff is all sitting on eggs. That would be great. This rack behind me is full. I would love to fill up this rack behind me. As you can see, there's a lot of empty spots. I would love for that to be full.
That happens very quickly.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. And maybe I'm planning on, I have so many animals and I'm pulling in so much, and I could think about maybe moving them out somewhere and into a bigger spot. So there's that. Also, on the crested gecko side, exanthic lily whites are something I'm hoping to be hitting in about 3 years.
I have no idea about crested gecko morph, so I apologize. But
exanthic lily whites are. I'll send you some pictures. They're pretty cool.
Based on the name, I'm imagining what it's gonna look like, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be sweet. Because any extreme morph for the cresties are nuts. Yeah, no, that's fucking awesome.
It's basically a pure black lily white. It's nuts.
It's lily white that you're losing me on, man, not the axanthic.
Oh, the lily whites are the all white ones.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're making a white snake? Or
No,
a white?
it'll be like basically where all the negative space on the lily white will be pure black, and then you'll have like it'll be contrasted with pure white. It's pretty nuts.
So you're making like a panda pied.
Kinda, yeah.
Neat. That is actually really cool. What about you, Paul? Where do you hope to be in the next 3 to 5 years? You'll have fucking females from the male you bought from me fucking on eggs in the next 3 to 5
probably.
years. So.
Yeah, I'm hoping alive. Really.
I almost stoked my fucking laptop.
I find that pretty good too. I really want to see beer come out your nose.
Oh, the worst part is that's not even beer. This is seltzer water, so that would hurt. That's vodka.
It says Bud Light.
Bud Light seltzer. Seltzer. It's the only decent thing Bud Light makes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I don't drink beer, so.
I'm hoping
realistically, in terms of like projects and animals, Paul, where what do you hope to be making? What do you hope to have? Is there any particular project that you hope to be at a certain point in?
I hope to have visual DG clown, maybe a DG pied, and all those combos that go along with those. Probably have hypo DG stuff eventually. I'm making
you have combo het DG stuff like for females, right?
Do I not? Do what?
You said you have like combo het DG females growing up, right?
Yeah. I kept 8 back this year. So.
Oh my god! So yeah, between the 2 purchases you made, man, like even just you said that some of them will be even ready next year. Like the females that you could have growing up by the end of 2022, never mind in 3 years, is going to be insane.
He's gonna be swimming in DG.
Which is great. When I sold Paul that pied at DG, I literally told him that I'd probably be buying his babies back from Paul.
Probably.
I was like, you're going to be making stuff before I am, so I'm going to need some of that.
I'm probably going to be making some pos het stuff too. But if it's going to be, het pied or het clown, pos het DG, if it's a stacked female, I'm going to keep it. So.
Yep.
Okay, so this will be for the both of you, and this can kind of be more of a discussion than an answer. What is one gene you don't have right now that I don't want to say is within realistic grasp, but let's say your reach was a little bit further than you could manage right now. Maybe add a couple grand on to what your current budget is for an animal if you have to buy one. What's one gene that you would really like to see in your collection that you're not too sure you'll be able to manage anytime soon?
Stranger.
All right, I like that answer. Okay.
I could just buy mahogany though, right? It's the same.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see how that goes.
Because that's really the only gene that's. Yeah, because that's really the only codom right now that's over $1,000 is Stranger, and that I could think of.
There's a bunch of stuff in Europe right now, and there's actually a few of them in the States now, I think. There's a bunch of genes that are coming out, like Orbit. Oh my God, Orbit, Twister. There's a lot that are still out there, but they're not here yet.
Monarch too. Monarch is one that's out of out of reach, but reasonable still. That I would really like to add. Monarch,
should you have a good couple months with what you're making, you might be able to swing one somehow, kind of thing.
Yeah, I could probably swing a Monarch next season if I hit the odds real well. That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. What's something that should things go really well, you might be able to manage that you might not otherwise manage.
I'll have to let some of you heathens have my hypo pos het DG stuff to probably get it, but you never know.
I'm looking for some chocolate hypo pos het DG stuff.
Yeah, I bet you are.
What about you, Paul?
I'm thinking, I don't know if it's really out of reach, but I can see me adding some DG het stuff next year. DG het clown girls, DG het pied, if I can find them.
And that's the problem, right?
That's
finding the visuals. That's why. So this year, we're trying to make leopard pewter DG 50% het pieds. just because I have no visuals for females. I don't have a single visual female.
DG.
So if
I've got one.
no, I have no visual DG females. I have one spider DG that's coming. I don't have it yet.
I need to see that. I bet Spider DG's wild.
Oh, I should. I'll post the picture up in the Discord. Shameless plug.
Yeah. Get on that Discord. We could show you our balls.
Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. Before we go on anymore, Mark, why don't you answer this question? Because I kind of touched on the fact that this is for our Discord, but for people watching that might not even know what Discord is.
So Discord is mainly used for gaming, like gaming chats and things like that. But it has since evolved into more of a social sphere where you can set up servers for communities. And our server is mainly for ball python breeders, but all reptile breeders are really welcome, and hobbyists. It's a really chill place. It's not like a whole preachy place. It's a social gathering where we can all hang out and just talk about what we like about the hobby. It's not really like, I don't know, educational or anything like that. I more or less put it
can
as
be though. Like
we definitely pick up knowledge here and there, but that's just through osmosis of us hanging out and just enjoying each other's company.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And on top of that too, like you were saying, like very, very non-judgmental space.
Yep.
People are more than welcome to ask anything they want.
Unless you're breeding G-stripe, then we'll judge you.
I mean, I don't think we're allowed anymore. I wish we could.
What do you mean? Oh, because we both own I don't have a G-stripe.
Yes, you do.
Show me the stripe, bro. Show me the stripe, dude.
So wait, your G-stripe is so bad it doesn't even stripe? That's how
you want to see him?
Want me to grab him?
Hold on.
If you want to grab him, pull him up.
Yeah.
Just
lame.
Okay, wait, listen. If you
is
like
that your ass crack showing?
No. This is him.
This is the best. Okay, what is he, Mark?
Black pewter hypo G-stripe.
It looks like a champagne.
It's crazy what black pastel does with that combo.
Yeah.
Because the female that I'm breeding right now is a pastel hypo G-stripe. And she has the most solid badass stripe. And when I say badass, I hate stripes, but like it's pronounced is what I meant.
Like I like super stripe a whole lot, but for some reason like G-stripe just like super overpowers. Like you can't do anything with it, right? It's just like everything you do is just like, oh cool, it's an animal with a stripe.
Until you make a clown with it, apparently.
Yeah, I guess.
All of a sudden they can pull pattern out of it, which is crazy. Yeah. And I love it because clown makes everything better, and it just proves my point a little further. But even like I love tri-stripe. But G-stripe, I'm just like
tri-stripe's great. But with super stripe, if you put like leopard to super stripe, it like blows it out, right? Like you could do stuff to super stripe that blows it out
for sure.
Yeah, you could blow out super stripe with lots of different stuff. With G-stripe, like I don't know. The main reason I got this guy is because I needed a hypo male backup in case my chocolate didn't want to lock up, and I'm probably never going to breed for G-stripe, to be honest with you.
It's actually funny that you say that. So right now, we have the pastel hypo G-stripe. She was bred to the stranger male. So pastel leopard, yellow belly stranger, het clown to pastel hypo G-stripe. And we're probably going to take a male from that clutch just for the hypo clown.
Yeah.
And forget that it's het G-stripe.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
I just need a stranger, essentially double het hypo clown.
Yeah.
Because
perfect.
we have a Leo Lesser growing up, and I'd love to see like a stranger hypo clown and then a stranger leopard hypo clown. Like, I'm so excited.
Dude, hypo just makes everything better.
It's funny because I hated it for a long, long time.
Oh, I love it. Except for I saw a hypo DG clown today, and I wasn't impressed with that at all.
You need glasses.
Hypo DG clown?
Yeah.
Who had that?
I'll find it again and post it for you and post it in the Discord. But it kind of just looked like a little bit of a brighter DG clown or hypo clown.
See, this is the problem with DG though. You have to be very specific once you start doing that because DG is already so bright that it's very easy to lose stuff. If that makes sense, right?
It just kind of looks like a hypo clown that was a little bit brighter. Maybe with combos it's better, but just as like a stock one of like maybe if it was like pastel hypo DG clown that would probably blow it out, but I was like, the only thing I saw was hypo. That was kind of like,
I think there's a
You know what?
vanilla hypo DG on Morph Market. Looked pretty nice, I thought.
vanilla is awesome.
Vanilla mixed into DG, I think, is, I shouldn't say I think. This is information I got from somebody else, and it's 100% an opinion I adopted. But I'm not going to say who it was. But vanilla is an ingredient that every single person should have in their Desert Ghost project, I believe. It's on its own very subtle, but mixed with DG, especially if you're going to continue on and mix it further, it takes DG and just cranks it up just that little bit more. And the way they age is just unreal, like just amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
And because it's not as aggressive as fire, it doesn't blow it out as it ages, if that makes sense.
And it doesn't make a white snake.
And it doesn't make a white snake. That's also a fantastic reason to use that. I don't have a single vanilla animal in my collection.
I have a vanilla cream, if that counts.
You got a blackhead vanilla hypo male.
That thing is
no,
sick.
I don't.
That thing is sick. And the only reason I have the vanilla cream is because it's yellow belly, and I want to prove that banana to be fire.
Oh, that's a wait. So
banana vanilla cream freeways.
But also a bunch of ivories?
Potentially, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, the banana's guaranteed asphalt, isn't he?
Yeah, he's guaranteed asphalt, but he's past fire. So when I
Oh,
put it
sorry,
to that,
you're making the black-eyed leucistic, not ivory. Black-eyed leucistic is what I meant. Sorry.
that's a
Yes.
risk I'm willing to take for the potential at a vanilla cream freeway. Because
That's
that
fair.
animal will probably blow my mind.
I think a banana vanilla cream freeway will be a color we've never seen in the ball python before.
Yeah, it'll probably blow my mind, or it'll look like crap. One of the two.
No, now that I'm thinking about it, a vanilla cream banana freeway, I think that might be the next, like, holy shit freeway combo.
Well, let's hope.
Oh, just make me hungry.
Yeah. Let's hope, man. That would be awesome.
Oh my god. Okay, guys. Asked once before, but feel free to once again any questions you guys have, drop them in the chat. We'll probably go till 8:00. Well, 8:00 my time, EST. Another like 20-ish minutes. So, guys, feel free to drop whatever you want, whether they're troll questions, Discord questions, general ball python questions. If you want to know what we had for lunch today, you can ask that too, I guess.
My lunch is boring.
Not much.
Yeah, I got diabetes, so I can eat like salads for lunch.
Okay, we're going to roll right into the next question then. I don't know who's up first, though.
I think Mark is. I think.
Okay.
All right, we'll just go with that. What was your first big disappointment or letdown in this hobby?
I've already touched on it. It was my first clutch being all slugs. 8 eggs, all slugs. It was kind of my fault too, because I wanted to get into breeding ball pythons is I wanted to like dip my toes in, right? I wanted to do one clutch for one season just to see what it'd be like, hatching eggs, raising the hatchlings, caring for the hatchlings, housing them, and all that thing before I went really like deep into it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to get one clutch going, but then I was just kind of like wavering out. I'm like, I don't know if I have all the stuff I need or whatever. And Anthony with Visual Exotics just was like, bro, I got you. I'll walk you through this. I'm here with you. I'm going to help you 100% of the way. Just send it. So after I was kind of pairing and not pairing, I decided to start pairing again. And I think I was too late. And I think that's what caused all the slugs. Just my indecisiveness in that. But the next season should be great for me.
If you're indecisive, you're also not going to be as cautious of the signs the animal's giving you, right? So
yeah,
if you're not sure you want to breed, you're not always going to be looking for the signs of breeding.
Exactly. So yeah, I think
you set yourself up for that one almost a little bit. Not that it was deserved or anything. Obviously, I've seen people breed a female, not breed her for 2 years, and that female go on to lay in a completely full healthy clutch from that same male. So it's hard to say when it comes to stuff like that. Obviously, you know what I mean. Like one lock might have been enough 10 months later, or you could have been a month early on the ovulation and so slugged out. It all depends.
I never saw them lock physically, but I mean, they must have, right?
That's another thing, though.
Yeah.
That could have been just a really shitty attempt at asexual reproduction. Because
Possible.
I have a very good feeling that not a lot of times, but I think more often than not, these snakes attempt partho and just don't do it well, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
I
they
think the
definitely
partho
don't do it
babies
well.
that we actually see hatch are the rare few out of what are attempted parthos. And my theory on that only exists because of other species like the Rhacodactylus. Like basically all the New Caledonian species. They can all partho, but the chance of that partho, they can all partho and are likely to.
Yeah.
The chance of that partho going to term is very unlikely.
Morning geckos are 100% partho.
That's fucking nuts to me.
They're all female. Every single morning gecko is female. It's crazy.
That is crazy. What about you, Paul? What was your first big letdown or disappointment?
I don't know what my first big one would be. I mean, I had a big kick in the guts this year. I'd lost a clutch of what was it? Firefly, Orange Dream, Desert Ghost to spot nails. I lost the whole clutch. That sucked.
Were you in the Discord call when we cut our big clutch last year and they were all fucked?
Yeah, I think so.
The shark mouths.
What's that?
The shark mouth pieds.
So
Yep,
this is kind of an advertisement for the Discord, but also kind of a sad story. We've stopped posting egg cutting videos. There's a lot of shit going on here up in Canada, animal rights groups, and they're using egg cutting videos as part of their ammunition, essentially, to try to shut down exotics keeping. So we've made the conscious decision, along with a lot of other breeders up here, to stop putting that content out. That said, we know that people in our Discord aren't those people. So we shifted our egg cutting over to when we do it, we don't even cut on camera barely at all anymore. But when we do it, we usually will start a Discord call and let everybody join and sort of see what's going on. And this particular clutch, we had 9 eggs. This should have been the fucking most badass clutch ever. It was banana, ODYB, Enchi pied to a pastel het-ready xanthic pied. Like, everything's pied. And
sick clutch.
Combo pies everywhere.
HRA pieds are insane, yeah.
It was just, it sucks so bad because we had 9 eggs. There's one animal out of that clutch that's alive right now.
That sucks.
3 actually hatched. 1 died before they shed. 1 was assist fed, iffy for a while and then passed. And then the last one just finally started eating unassisted. But the reason I don't want to talk about it was like big disappointments. This is probably the clutch that I was most excited for ever. Like, I had 12 eggs from a fucking Leo DG het pied to a pied. And I had this clutch in the incubator at the same time, and I was more excited about this.
Wasn't this like your first pied clutch that was guaranteed to give you pieds, though?
Yeah, you know, it's the only time we've ever done pied to pied and gotten eggs from it. So
I joked that you would miss pied on that clutch too.
Yes, and we kind of did. So thanks.
Sorry.
No, the worst part was our banana male is a male maker. So when I cut those eggs, all those animals that didn't make it, I know the combos of the females I hit that I didn't get. Oof. So I got 2 pastel ODYB Enchi pieds. I got 1 ODYB Enchi pied. We got 2 banana pastel, like they might have been all the genes. I don't even know what they were. Those 2 bananas
snakes just gone.
But those 2 bananas were the ones that came out, and one of those 2 bananas is one of the ones that's still alive. And then there was 1 more that had fully developed, and the other 3 were just a mess. So we were like, okay, you know what? Some of the animals were a mess, but at least most of the clutch looks good. Then we discovered one of the snakes was eyeless.
I never saw that.
I didn't really post about it.
Yeah.
But I was actually really excited because I think eyeless snakes are awesome, and I was just going to keep it as a pet.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. But
then it died. That was one of the Enchi ODYB pieds. Then neither of the pastel Enchi ODYB pieds crawled out.
It's
Then
rough,
we had
man.
three banana combo pieds crawl out. 2 were male like they were supposed to be, and 1 was a female, and the one that was a female had the best looking jaw out of all 3 of them.
Banana female pied?
Combo banana, like to the point where it was like just orange, like the saddles were just orange masses. It was so much stuff. I don't even know what it was. It was just like neon orange. You know what the Yellow Belly Dream looks like her saddles that we made?
Yeah.
That's what this animal looked like almost. Not quite
That's
as
crazy.
neon, but and it was a female, so we were losing our minds, and it was the best looking shark jaw wise. So we were like, oh man, like this couldn't get any better. Animal didn't even make it the night, it just dead.
That sucks.
And then fought for like 4 months with these 2. 1 finally passed. The other one actually ended up going to our buddy Jay at Pretty Balls. Shout out. Jay, you need to make some fucking shirts or something so I can. Anyway.
Yeah, Jay.
And then she's also part of the Discord.
Yeah, Jay's great.
This animal is finally in her care. That was actually a split clutch. The female was hers. So because I felt bad, I let her take the remaining animal. And all of a sudden, I don't know if it was the move into her racks. I have no idea what it was. But all of a sudden, this animal is just thriving. Like, it just turned around on a fucking dime.
That's great.
Taking rat fuzzies on its own. It had never taken a meal that wasn't assist fed when I had it. She had it, I think, 3 weeks, and all of a sudden it's taking meals by itself. It stayed between like 45 and 55 grams for like 5 months with me, just assist feeding and trying. It's already gained like 25, 30 grams since she's had it, and it's only been like just over a month. For an animal that hadn't taken an appropriate size meal in its entire life, that's amazing.
Yeah, right? It's great when they just kick on like that. I had one that I could not get to eat. It was like 20 grams for the longest time. Then all of a sudden, it's just like a switch flipped, and it just put on a couple hundred grams like overnight. It's
actually really funny that Paul is actually on this particular show because we hatched a leopard pied, het desert ghost, 50% het hypo. And because we hit this animal, we were like, okay, because we have this, we'll let go 1 or 2 of our pied het DG males from the previous clutch. Because we have the same thing, plus it's possibly het hypo as well, right? Like, that's going to be your holdback. They're the same animal. So we listed up the one that Paul ended up purchasing. And then this fucking pied het DG, 50% het hypo, didn't eat. And didn't eat. And didn't eat. And didn't eat. And I was like, I was ready to fucking snap. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Of course, the week Paul picks up his male, my male ate. No problem.
There we go.
Fucking just, and like, he was like, if anybody here has ever seen a baby ball python that hasn't started eating, like, it's probably the most pathetic and sad thing you've ever seen because they shrivel up quite quickly.
Yeah,
like,
it looks
go
pretty bad.
about a month, but then once they start going, like, it's pretty bad. And like, he was starting to look pretty rough, and I basically wrote him off. Like, I was gonna start assist feeding him. Obviously, I would have tried, but sometimes you just get that feeling, and I was like, okay, like, we had 5 eggs in that clutch, 2 hatch. Like, there was something up with the eggs. I was like, okay, whatever. Like, it was genetics or something. And finally, he ate this week.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on with my female. Like, I get her in, and the breeder said she was eating for him fine, but she comes in for me, and she doesn't eat for 2 months.
Damn.
And that's the other thing, though. It's really tough because shipping, and when I say shipping, I don't mean mailing it across the country either. Any type of movement for these animals is enough, right?
Yeah.
Even if you're driving it 20 minutes down the road to the next town, that's enough to throw your animal off food. Like, it doesn't have to be an overnight, got really cold or got way too hot fucking shipment. Like, some animals can go through a fucking heat spike over a 24-hour period while being shipped and be totally fine. Some animals, you can fucking open the bin one too many times in a day and they'll go off food for 3 months.
Exactly.
Right? So
aggravating.
It's very, very difficult, and it's hard to put any it's hard to put any blame on anybody when it comes to stuff like that, because it's very hard for us to predict how they're actually going to react to basically anything, right?
Hey, but it worked out for us in the long run. So
now just don't export a 60-gram baby that then doesn't get to eat for 3 weeks during that export process and think that's okay.
Who did that?
I can't say.
I know. I know, but I won't say.
We'll talk about it in
I'll tell
the
you
secret
when we're
channel.
off the call, Mark, but just listen, if you want to ship babies at 60 grams and the other person's willing to take the risk, and you guys, I don't care what other people fucking do.
Hey, man,
But don't export a fucking 60-gram animal. Don't do it. That's not cool.
Whatever two people agree on is really none of my business. But if that's like a thing where one person didn't know he was getting a 60-gram animal exported like that, I'd be kind of pissed.
I'm not going to touch on it any further.
Yeah.
I will tell you off air and not within the Discord. So if anybody else in the Discord is interested, feel free to message me directly.
We got
this is a personal thing that I'm not going to make public, and I don't care to. That's not what I want to do.
I probably already know, but we'll talk.
You do. We've actually talked about it in the admin chat, but
yeah,
I'll message you after. It's completely irrelevant at this point.
Yeah.
You pricks have an admin chat? What the hell?
Oh, we have a secret channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
We talk shit about all of you.
We should. You know what we should do? We should make it public, but that nobody can comment.
No, I don't want people to know all the shit I talk about them.
No, I know. I was joking, but also it'd be kind of funny. Or we could make a fake admin chat.
Yes, I like where you're going with that. Yes. Just a little peek behind the curtain.
This is so much fun. I love it so much. Okay. If anybody in the chat has any more questions, we're rolling up on an hour really fast. So
Pete's got a good one right here. Why does the Discord warn new members about Paul?
Oh, I forgot that I put that up already. Mark, do you want to take this? Since I'm
going to preface it with Paul is one of my favorite people in the Discord. I absolutely love Paul. Drink. I'll be right back. But Paul is a lot. So if you ever want to learn new words that could probably equate to like some kind of weird Japanese pornography, Paul's your guy. And he'll post about it. So you just got to have a filter on when you're speaking with Paul, because you don't know what's going to happen. Exactly.
If I just missed nudity, I'm ending this right now.
No, he held up a pair of beef jerky underwear.
Oh, okay. That's very much along the lines of what I should have expected.
We got a new printer. You got to try it out.
My favorite question, guys.
Uh-oh.
Starting with Paul this time, if you could remove one gene from the entire hobby, and I don't mean the snake disappears. I mean, if the snake is a single gene animal, this animal turns into a normal. If it's a pastel lesser, whatever this gene is, it's now just a pastel lesser. The gene just disappears, but the animal still exists, if that makes sense. If you could remove one gene from the entire hobby, what would it be? And would your answer be different if you were limited to your own collection? It wouldn't affect anybody else.
I love the gene, but I'd have to say, I guess spider, just because there's so much bull crap that comes with it.
The only thing,
but the market will dictate whether people breed it or not. I mean, if nobody wants to buy them, nobody's going to make them.
So I've been thinking about this because I haven't had the spider answer in a little while. And I was thinking about this the other day, actually. And although it would remove a lot of the drama and the YouTube bullshit that's around our hobby that, we've all seen it in the Facebook groups and fucking new breeders and stuff like that. Like,
it's just go herpes.
100% it's all go herpes. I get it.
Some snot-nosed kid from North Carolina that doesn't know his asshole from his elbow, dude. Like,
I would punch him in the face. So
dude,
hard.
he's just a kid that doesn't know shit about anything.
He's not a kid anymore. He's 21.
He's basically a kid. Like,
no,
I'm surprised he knows how to wipe his own ass, let alone breed snakes. Like, and the thing is, the kid's never bred anything in his entire life. Like, he rescues animals and then rehomes them. Like,
anyway, I don't want to get too far off topic here.
Okay, yeah, same.
He's not worth my time for one, and for two, because Paul's answer is a really interesting one in a weird way, because I've been thinking about this a lot. And if you remove spider from if it was just gone, no more spider, no trace of spider, no eggs cooking that could make spider.
We'd have to remove hidden gene Wolma and champagne too.
Spot nose.
That's exactly what I was going to say, though. If spider's gone, they're going to move on to the next worst pick, whatever that is, right? And that's just going to become the new spider drama, because these people look for drama. They don't look for facts. They don't look for reason, right? So would removing spider actually destroy that drama? I don't think it would.
It
Don't
opens
find
up
a new
gate
gene to
for
bitch
other
about.
snakes.
What was that, Paul?
It just opens you up to let's move to the next snake. Well, this one's got issues.
Mm-hmm.
Can have issues.
And you know what? I'll say it here. I'll say it 1,000 times. I love spider.
I love it.
love spider.
You know what? They're healthy. They, I got a 3,000 gram spider
My
female behind me.
spiders eat better than most of my non-spiders.
Exactly. You don't get to be that big if you're not healthy. But let's talk about pugs for a second. These dogs that can barely fucking breathe, and then these spider people are just like, I'm gonna go buy like 30 pugs, but spider ball pythons, no man, nah, can't do it. It shakes a little bit when it moves. I can't do it. Morons.
Okay, so since you're all fired up there, Mark, what about you?
Pastel, 100%. Goodbye. It turns to a shit brown when it gets old. It's not even really all that interesting. Like, it ruins all the dark morphs. Like, I'm sorry.
If people line bred pastel, it probably wouldn't.
I want to get it because I want to get it out of my collection 100%. Like,
okay,
I just want it gone.
So your answer is allowed to be whatever you want. We can't change your answer.
You can be wrong. It's okay.
The only thing I have to say is, within your own collection, pastel might seem very overwhelming. Within different combinations, especially some hypo combos, which might interest you directly, pastel is actually very powerful and looks amazing.
I really only like it in DG.
Looks amazing.
I want it nowhere near my clowns. I want it 100% away from my clowns.
Hold on. Pastel here. And this is coming from somebody that used to fucking hate pastel clowns. Pastel clowns on their own, you know what? There's definitely a little bit left to be desired. You blow out that amazing head stamp. You know what I mean?
It's just
like
gone.
And they age well. Actually, all my pastel clown females have aged really well. But still, like, the potential of them aging poorly, I get it. I understand. But what I've seen people do with pastel clowns in the past couple of years, pastel calico clowns, Garrick DeMeyer. There's a guy up here, Canadian Balls, Dean Mass. He made a pastel orange dream Mojave clown? Something like that. I just saw it today. And the thing looks incredible. It's like 600, 700 grams. And it's like bright as all hell. Hell, the Bumble Belly double head dreamsicle I just made.
Yeah, that thing was cool.
I don't even understand why that thing is as bright as it is. So it's, I don't want to say.
Okay, I'll concede pastel. I'll concede it. No, pastel can stay. It can stay. You convinced me. You did it.
You can't.
You're weak.
You're weak.
Go ahead.
No, it's too late now. That's all go.
You convinced me. Pastel can stay. Now Sunset's got to go. There we go. Now Sunset's got to go. That was my second one.
Okay,
Sunset's not overwhelming my collection though. So.
But are you still taking pastel out of your own collection? Since that's a caveat of that.
If I could take pastel out of my collection right now, out of everything I have it in, yes, I would. It's not saying I can never put it back in. Maybe down the road I want to put it back in, but
no.
I have working right now.
If it's only your collection, that means it exists everywhere. If you want to go a year later and buy 1,000 more pastel animals, go for it.
But if I could take it out of my collection right now, especially like every male I have has pastel in it, dude. Like I just want to.
You know what?
Reset pastel, and
I think I might too. If I had to think about it, I think I might add that to be part of the question.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I think I might. Okay. No, I like this. Let's keep going with this. So, Mark said pastel. Paul, if you have the option, would you take pastel out of everything right now? You can't pick and choose. It's got to be all or nothing.
It's great in Desert Ghost.
Agreed. But you
I
can
don't
go
want
buy
it
a
in
pastel
everything,
disc goes
but-
after the fact. Would taking it out of your collection in non-Desert Ghost stuff outweigh what you have it in Desert Ghost?
I've got quite a bit of it, yeah. Which everybody else does. But hell, I've got a ton of Inchy. I've got a ton of Fire. I've got all the Blue-Eyed Lucy complex crap.
Yeah, actually, that's another thing too. I might want to get rid of is a lot of my Blue-Eyed Lucy stuff, so I can stop making white snakes.
That's why my answer to that question is always lesser / butter.
Yeah, I would get rid of that.
First of all, I want to see all the people that have bells wake up one morning and be incredibly confused. Because that would be funny as fuck.
It would be.
But also, my own collection would be a lot more strategically powerful because right now, our first season and a half was very much fueled by one male because all of our other males went off food. And that one male was our pastel lesser leopard clown. And he basically ended up going to almost everything our first big year in the hobby.
So is that why you got a lot of lesser leopard shit floating around?
Yeah, and that's why when I made the joke in the Discord about thinning out on leopard, you were like, you can't do that. And I was like, man, when I'm going through my rack, I'm like, leopard, leopard, not leopard, leopard, not leopard, 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 not leopard, leopard, leopard. Fuck! Like,
leopard's the one gene that can infect my entire collection. I won't even care. Every animal can have leopard, and I'd be like, sweet.
In clown, it's pretty powerful in clown.
I love leopard mixed with certain combos. Spider looks amazing. Pastel leopard orange dream is one of my favorite non-recessive combos you can make.
Leopard pin, sweet.
It's amazing, but I have so fucking much of it. And I really don't want to get into the whole, is it super? Isn't it super? I don't know. It looks a little bit different from a normal leopard. It might be super. I don't want to sell it. Like, that's too much headache for me. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to.
Yeah, that can be frustrating, but like,
you see the slightest change between a normal leopard but leopard's so variable.
Yeah, leopard just does that.
Fuck that. Oh, thank you.
My favorite hatchling this season is just a simple leopard spider that I made. I love that thing. It's awesome.
That's literally one of my favorite combos in the bullpen hobby. I made last year leopard, the sister of the Moksoon, the leopard spider double hat clown pied 50% head hypo.
Yeah,
that's
my
one of my favorite animals I own.
My Moksoon's a leopard lemon blast yellow belly.
Hey, that works too.
Yeah, dude, leopard's awesome. I just love it, man.
I'm going to hit the head pairing just because I want to see a leopard pin and spider together in a clown. I don't know what it's going to do. It might just be one stripe.
Oh, no, that would be super cool because the leopard and the spider would both push towards the dorsal. Would that it might just be like a pencil thin line.
It might be. I don't know.
Might be.
Holy shit, that would be really cool.
That might be cool.
I've got a leopard.
But then hold on. Then the interaction between the leopard and the spider adds pattern.
It does.
Holy shit. I just got really excited.
Put pinstripe in there too. Why not? Leopard spinner clown.
Well, that's what I got, wasn't it? Yeah, it's a leopard pin clown or leopard pin hat.
Dude, that might be insane.
That
might be a glitch in the matrix.
I thought you were saying leopard spinner clown. Leopard pinstripe spider, was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that would look unreal.
I got pastel in the mix too, but
that'll be a glitch in the matrix to do it.
The pinstripe clowns throw so much fucking pattern. Like, I don't need to tell you how much I love pinstripe clowns.
You sold me on it. Like I was like, and then I saw yours, and I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah, I've been trying to preach the power of pinstripe clowns for a long time, and it drove me nuts because year after year I kept missing, and I kept not making what I wanted to show people. And then this year we hit 5 clowns out of 6 eggs, and they're all 3+ gene combos. Like, whoa! I got very excited.
Me and Visual Exotics are going to do a joint project where I give him my black pastel pinstripe trick to his clowns to get some hets going.
Whoa, black pastel pictrin.
Pictrin?
Pin trick, yeah.
I said
clown. That would be sick, dude. So like, yeah,
we're
going to get those
really,
hets
really
going.
Cool.
Yeah, we're going to get those hets going.
I'm thinking lace pinstripe clown would be sweet.
Lace pin, oh my god. Oh.
Yeah. That hurt. I don't know what it would do to the belly.
In a good way, but it hurt me. That would look amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
working that way.
Brian
Don,
sold me on lace this year.
What's that?
Brian sold me on lace this year. I wasn't really big on lace beforehand, and then BC started showing me all the lace stuff he had. So I'm like, all right, lace is sweet.
No, Brian has some unbelievable lace stuff. I will say that. Like, Brian has some of the coolest shit that he doesn't regularly show off, I think, out of anybody in the hobby. If that makes a lot of sense. Like, he has a lot of stuff squirreled away. And good for him. And then, you know what? We got Don, Paratree Pythons in the house. Pastel Hypopide, still super bright. And then he said, oh, Pastel Hypo Clown, I mean. But Pastel Hypopides actually stay amazing well into adulthood.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically he's just saying you'd be pissing off a lot of people getting rid of Pastel, man. Like, what the fuck?
It's just,
a
I would like
staple.
to I would just love to reset it in my collection, honestly.
No, I would do the same in a heartbeat. If you ask me right now, I'd do it. Just like, it might hurt because I then go in and see some of my animals that looked a lot better with pastel.
Yeah. I just want to refocus it because right now it's just like all of my males have pastel. Like pretty much every single male has pastel in it. And like half of my females have pastel. So I just like to refocus it.
Might help me pick out some OD and some stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even consider that. That's a good reason to take out pastel.
Yeah, I think I have a super pastel Orange Dream Leopard Pin in there. Maybe. Not sure about the Orange Dream. Het Desert Ghost Girl. Not sure what else in her.
Like, I really like pastel and Freeway. Like, I love pastel and Freeway. I think it's great. And that's one thing I would like to hit this season. But there's not a lot of things. Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, so you're conceding that you've never made one?
Yeah.
I mean,
I have it on video.
I mean,
Who's pastel?
The Discord wins.
That was the best meme of that whole year.
I know, it was so
I
good.
just kept it. I kept it going for
It's
so
true.
long.
Mark sucks.
It persists. It made it into the comment section of this friggin' video.
Yeah, but no one brought up my obsession with your hands yet. So,
you know what? I mean, and we've actually had a decent audience this whole time. We've been anywhere between 15 and 25 people for most of the time we've been live. So I'm kind of surprised the hand thing hasn't been brought up. But that said, Kathleen isn't here, and I feel like she would have.
Yeah. That's a dead meme at this point, I guess. But Kathleen even dunked on me when you sent her that pastel Freeway. She made sure to tag me in that. Like,
I didn't send it to her. Michelle did. I just had a part in it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know exactly how that happened.
I know. I was about to say I've never owned a pastel Freeway, but I literally have a male right now. But before that, I had never owned a pastel Freeway.
Yeah, I mean, I made one Freeway this season and I let him go. I should have kept him.
What are you keeping to replace the dad with?
Oh, the Pastel Asphalt Spectre?
Mm-hmm.
The male you sent me is his replacement.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. But I might keep him, though, because I'm thinking, like, if I put that Pastel Asphalt Spectre to the Leopard Lemon Blast Yellow Belly, like, I'd be making, like, Leopard Super Pastel Super Stripes. And that just might be mind-blowing. And, like, Leopard Super Pastel Freeways. Yeah, with Pin in there, too, yeah. Yeah, it might just be mind-blowing. I might not even put the banana to that. I might keep him an extra season and put him to that female. Because she's, like, 1,200 grams right now. She's almost ready to go.
That's awesome. Let's, you know what? We're a little over what I thought we were going to do, but why not? We'll keep going. If you could have, actually, I just remembered a question that I meant to add to my banners, but I forgot to. If you could have only one pairing that you're planning to do next year, go. But it means you get your ideal animal out of it. What pairing would it be?
Easy. It's my Clown 50% Het Pied to my Enchi YB/Asphalt Pied. And my ideal animal would be Pied Het Clowns.
What about you, Paul?
Gut says the breeder loan, but and they just locked. Their first lock was today. inchy spot nose het clown to fire yellow belly clown.
Oh shit, that'll be good.
I want to make a yellow belly spot nose clown.
That'd be sweet.
I don't blame you, man. They're amazing. I love ours. Our male he's full grown and just one of the nicest animals I've ever seen.
I mean,
like
that's a gold snake I've had since I got into clowns. That's what I wanted. So I got a chance to make it. It'd been cheaper to buy it, but I want to make crap. So
that's me with Clown Pied, man. At this point, with the amount we've invested into making a Clown Pied, I probably could have bought 10.
Am I gonna hit Clown Pied
like a
you?
2.8 also. Like not even like
I got so much crap in there that I'm excited about. I don't know. KRG, Orange Dream, Leopard, Het Clown to Black Pewter Russo Het Clown. I mean,
that could be some crazy shit, man.
I'm going to accidentally because I want to swing for the fences a little bit. I want to be excited when I cut my eggs.
I think this year is the first year I wouldn't be able to give you an answer, which is actually, I think, a big boon for Nick and I. Like, I don't think we have so many really crazy things that could produce so many amazing combinations that I don't think I could pick one. But if I had to, because I'm very selfish and I'm doing this for me and not Nick, it'd be the GHI Krypton.
Okay.
GHI Krypton, 50% at hypo, bred to the pastel yellow belly leopard stranger het clown male.
That'd be sweet.
I'd take that.
GHI leopard stranger clowns and GHI leopard stranger Kryptons plus yellow belly in there, like you can't go wrong. Like that's just amazing.
I got a lot of crap in there that I'm excited about, and some of it's just making hits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got a that I'm making hits with.
That clutch I just talked about. Everybody's like, "Oh, well, you're just excited to make the visual like the Kryptons." Like, no, man, I'm excited that my hets are all going to be het clown / het cryptic. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be the first cryptic stuff, even though it's like possible het cryptic. It'll be the first cryptic stuff I've made. So to hold this stuff back, and the fact that it'll be het cryptic or het clown, like, oh no, worst case scenario, this is het clown. Like, it's already my favorite fucking recessive.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked for all of it. I'm not just stoked to hit like the ideal in that clutch. If I could make even just like a stranger het cryptic / clown female, I'd be over the moon. Like that would be my animal. I'd be thrilled.
Stranger Krypton could be crazy.
Yeah, it could be nuts.
A GHI Stranger Krypton is what I'm hoping to see. Our girl's bull wrapping now.
Krypton's just nice.
Yeah.
Our girl is bull wrapping now, and she's slowing down on food. So,
fingers crossed for her. That'd be nuts.
Man, I'm very excited.
I'm making double het clown DG stuff.
Yeah,
that could be crazy too. Hell, you don't ever know. What if
I
my male ends up being a cryptic?
I need to buy a really powerful combo DG het clown male, and I need to swallow my pride and just find the money and go do it. Because the amount of clown stuff we have growing up is ridiculous.
I need more clown. That's one thing I definitely need more of is clown. I have one clown animal in the collection, and I need more.
I'm at like 25 het girls. I don't know.
But if she proves Pos Het Pie, dude, I'm laughing. Like that was just the best pickup ever. It was like my third ball python. I just bought it because it was like, I wanted a clown. So I bought it off a morph market. I wasn't even sure I was gonna be doing breeding at that point. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do breeding. I got a clown already, sweet. And then the breeder messaged me, he's like, hey, that clown I sold just had Pos Het Pie. I'm like, oh, okay.
Did another animal prove out? Is that why?
The mom proved Het Pie, yeah.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah, so.
No, Paul said he had 25 like het clown animals growing up, and it made me think about how many I have, and it's so many.
Oh, I'm making more this year.
Oh my god!
God, I'm like a crackhead. I'm gonna have blackhead het clown stuff.
Oh, blackhead clown is so good. Did you guys see the Black Panther that went up on Morph Market?
Do what?
You guys see the Black Panther that went up on Morph Market? It was like a super blackhead leopard clown.
Yeah, the girl.
I saw it, yeah.
That thing was nuts.
My favorite clown of all time is still the Super GHI clown that June made, though.
I don't think I've seen that. I know.
He showed it off on like 3 of these.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen it.
We're just gonna take Mark off.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
It's a much better
joke. Oh no! It changed the order.
Yeah. Now by myself.
No, it's. I would recommend going through his Instagram after we're off here. Like it's incredible. It's not what I ever expected, and it's nuts.
He's got so crazy stuff in general.
Yeah, he does.
Sure does. Man, if my animal proves out for him, I'm gonna jump for joy. Like DG 50% het puzzle, making visual puzzle het DGs. Like, where do those exist?
They don't.
At Will's house?
Probably. That's what I was fixing to say. At Will's?
Yeah. Like
DG's like not DG, but puzzle's kind of like a forgotten project, though, isn't it? Like it's coming back now, but like it was abandoned for so long. I feel like
it was played. The thing is, I think it just never. It never really
was going like crazy.
A lot of backing. You know what I mean? Like I think it was discovered and just nobody really got behind it at first.
Yeah. Well, a lot of that's marketing too.
A long time ago.
Well,
yeah, I mean, marketing plays a big portion of it. Yeah. And the people who discovered the gene got out of ball pythons like shortly after, didn't they?
I have no idea. I'm not huge on the puzzle stuff.
No.
But Paul, sorry, what were you saying?
Well, everybody was going crazy for clowns for so long too, so everybody's focusing all on that. That's like everybody, DG just got hot in what, last 3-4 years? Really? I mean, it was around, but
yeah.
Oh, DG tanked. That's the weirdest part. It tanked and then it came back so hard.
Like
it was dirt cheap for so long.
Yeah, Kicks Balls was telling me that he was selling DG stuff for like $300 for visual females, and all of a sudden it's like visual DG females are over 1,000. He said the same thing happened with like Red Stripe too. Red Stripe used to be like dirt cheap, and all of a sudden he wakes up, there's like 20 orders on his website for Red Stripe.
Blackhead almost got like bred out of existence.
It's been here. It's been around forever too.
Spot nose.
How does Spot Nose ever fly away? That's like one of the best genes in the hobby.
Because there wasn't a lot of stuff to combine it with to begin with, at like when it was first brought in. And it's a subtle enough gene, much like Yellow Belly, that most people were just like, I want the spider, or I want the pastel, or you know what I mean? When there's only so many genes, comparing what a spot nose looks like to a spider, like you're like, oh, this animal looks slightly different from a normal, or this obscenely different animal, right?
I guess that's true, yeah.
Now that we understand the subtleties of combos and morphs and how things interact, it's hard to kind of revert to the way people would have thought back then, if that makes a lot of sense. But the way people look at it is, hey, if I'm going to drop $5,000 on a morph ball python, am I going to buy the one that looks crazy, that will make more animals that look crazy? Or am I going to buy this gene that looks slightly different from a normal that some people might not even recognize as this gene?
I
guess that's a good way to look at it.
That's like, I forget where I heard it. Like Ben Rennick was sitting on like 40 or 50 spot nose spot nose girls, just because I guess, apparently maybe the sales had slowed down. I don't know. But I'm sure when something crazy come out with spot nose, he was your man for spot nose.
And it's crazy how like it's never, I shouldn't say never, but like sometimes it's not even a Justin video. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's literally just people slowly but surely piecing the powerful components of a gene together and posting it online, and like the community kind of coming together and going, oh fuck, this is actually amazing.
Yeah.
Like what was another one? I already said Blackhead. There was another one I was thinking of. There was a gene Billy had a bunch of, and he sold it all off. And right after he sold it all off, it fucking like I can't even remember what it was. Maybe like Toffee or something like that, because Toffee's been around a long time.
Yeah,
I don't think it was Toffee. I think he still has Toffee stuff. But either way, like it's hard, right? Like Who knows? Maybe somebody does something absolutely insane next year with regular albino, and all of a sudden lavender and toffee and all that become meh. Like maybe the
I don't know what
stark
that could
white,
be.
maybe the stark white that you get with albino is what's needed for whatever the combo is.
Yeah. Well, that's all it's
Maybe.
going to take. The right like Sunset. Everybody complains about Sunset. Somebody hits the right combo, and people are going to go crazy.
But the thing is, like, everybody looks at it at something like albino and they go, "Oh, well, that's just a lesser version." Because you can make the same things but more colorful, better, with other variations, right? But if somebody makes a combo that makes use of the stark white and the yellow, and it doesn't look the same without the stark white, all of a sudden albino is going to become not needed, but definitely wanted again.
Yeah,
People
I
are
think
going to start
albinos.
chasing other combos that can do the same thing that the stark white will exaggerate and enhance.
I think albino's properly in demand right now. It's just one of those things that everybody kind of has floating around their collection, but no one's really. I love my albino stuff, so I'm not even in Lav. I probably won't get into Lav. I love my.
I've
Which,
got
by the
albino
way, you and I
clouds.
still need to talk.
About what?
I have
Oh,
two
that one
animals.
female.
Two.
We got two.
I have two of them. Pastel,
wow.
asphalt / yellow belly head albino 50% head pies.
Yeah, we do have to talk. I've totally forgot about that until you just brought it up.
I did
Let
too.
her outside.
One of them got a bit of a chew, so we were just watching her, but she's good now. Anyway, guys, we've been going on almost an hour and a half, and I haven't eaten dinner yet. So I think I'm going to call this one. This was fun as fuck. Thank you both. Paul, thank you for coming on your birthday too. Like,
Oh,
I wasn't
happy
going to do that
birthday.
tonight, anyways.
you could have told me it was your birthday beforehand, but that's fine.
I have to be at work at like 7 in the morning, so I wasn't going to do that tonight.
Oh man.
That's very fair. But if there's anything either of you guys want to say before we log off, feel free. This is your time. And I'm just going to do a little Discord plug after, and we're out. So
I've got nothing but this.
Yep, I suck.
Perfect.
Follow me on
That is-
Instagram and join the Discord.
So do you want to plug your Discord or your Instagram, Mark?
Yeah, it's just Pantheon Reptiles.
What about you, Paul?
Snake Road Constrictors.
There you go. And guys, like Mark said, if anybody at all is interested in coming and being a part of our Discord, you know what? It's fun as fuck. It's very relaxed. We don't take anybody seriously or anything seriously. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. Hell, you can shoot Mark a DM. He has invite capacity too. Melusine Exotics, Kathleen can do the same. Catherine, Cellar Serpents. Message
And,
anybody.
Pete
You're
too,
more than-
for Pete Snakes.
Oh yeah, we added Pete. Oh, I feel like
We
a
did add
dick. I
Pete.
forgot to say Pete. No, Pete is the most wonderful human on the planet.
I love
but
Pete. He's got the
you
best
guys
meme
can DM
powers.
any of us on Instagram or wherever you can find us, and we can get you guys that invite link. But other than that, thanks everybody for sticking with us this whole time. I don't know who the fuck would want to watch this, but they did. So no, this is fun, guys. Thanks so much. I appreciate you guys being the inaugural Discord featured guest. This was fun.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do my white girl poses now.
All right, I'm going to drop you guys off. I'm going to do my outro, and we will be out of here. So thanks again, guys. See you
Thanks,
later.
Chris, for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. See you guys later. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. I've been wanting to do that for, almost a year since we actually started the Friday Night Live series, and finally we got a chance to do it. The plan right now is either to do them monthly or bi-monthly. We'll have to see kind of how the interest goes and people participating. I don't want to be begging people to come on if they're not comfortable, but you know what? We will see. The whole point of this is just to get people a little out of their comfort zone. There's regardless of experience, a lot of people have a lot of different everything, backgrounds, you know what, just ways they got into the hobby, experiences And I think it's really important that we don't necessarily only bring well-known people onto shows like this, but people that maybe haven't had much of a chance to talk. So I'm really excited to continue this, and we definitely will. But apart from that, I hope you guys have a absolutely fantastic Friday night. I am going to go get way more drunk after I eat dinner. And if you're going to do the same, stay safe. If not, stay safe too. Have a good Friday night, guys. Peace out.